Hi fellow chef knives enthusiasts. Today I'm going to show you a very special knife, which is unfortunately not mine. I wish it was mine though, even though I don't like it. Or do I? René, the owner of Meesterslijpers here in Amsterdam, sent me this video of a spectacular knife and offered to borrow it to me for a few days so I could make a video about this knife. First of all, thank you René for making this offer to me with the intention to help me grow my YouTube channel. I feel so privileged to have this knife for a few days around the house. So hell yeah that I want to make a video on it. The Nigara Troll Killer Damascus Sakimaru Yanagiba with a Mount Fuji Hamon, a 250 layered blue, number 2 core steel and soft ironclad. The Sakimaru knife is a variation of the Yanagiba knife and takohiki knife that is used for much the same purposes, such as for clean and precise sushi and sashimi cuts. The Sakimaru, however, differs by its tip, which looks similar to that of a katana, the traditional Japanese samurai sword. Kisaki means tip and maru means curved. So you can see how this particular style of knife tip got his name. For me personally, this is probably the most sexy and badass looking tip you could have on a knife. The tip shape of this troll killer is also more acute and aggressive than other Sakimaru blades I've ever seen. This curved portion is 100% sharpenable and usable, which is not always the case for many Sakimaru blades. Although the Sakimaru function and effectiveness is similar to that of the Yanagiba and takohiki, it is more a stylish variant of the two and makes a louder statement. And boy oh, sweet baby Jesus, does Nigara make a loud statement with this knife. Saying that this Nigara Sakimaru Troll Killer with Mount Fuji Hamon makes just a loud statement is the understatement of the year. This knife is screaming from the top of its lungs. I mean, look at this thing. This is opulence at its peak. This is so not necessary. Not loving it. This is too much of a good thing on crack. What the fuck are they smoking at Nigara? I need me 1 ounce of that shit. That is what I thought at first glance when I saw a picture of that Troll Killer Mount Fuji 270mm Gyuto on Suji cutlery. But now that I'm holding it in my hands and can see the knife from all perspectives with my own eyes, I'm not so sure anymore if I don't like this knife. So why do bladesmiths put a Mount Fuji with moon on the knife blade? And how do they do it? How? I don't know. What are you looking at me for? The panoramic view of a Sakimaru blade does help to make a Mount Fuji work better as a troll killer. The length of the blade, with it being not as tall, gives more of a panoramic effect with the mountain backdrop. Probably why the effect is enhanced on the Sakimaru. I definitely think that this Troll Killer Mount Fuji Damascus works better on a tall, slender blade like this Sakimaru than on a Gyuto. To be honest, I prefer the normal Troll Killer Damascus pattern way better than this Mount Fuji Troll Killer Damascus pattern because of the seemingly randomness of the movement in the Damascus pattern on my Troll Killer Gyuto. It's a beautiful chaos of intricate, organic looking swirls and whirls and dots in contrast with the darkness of the steel. There's a lot of things happening visually, but not too much in my humble opinion. What I really hope Nigara will make in the future one day is a Troll Killer Rainbow Damascus blades. Imagine my Troll Killer Gyuto with Rainbow Damascus. This Mount Fuji Troll Killer Damascus Sakimaru Yanagiba makes me think of something that Einstein said, which always rang a bell of truth to me. Let's make things as simple as possible, but not simpler. I'm referring to this quote totally out of scientific context, but it makes me come up with a new quote that I would say to Nigara. I know that's not correct English. Sorry, kids. This Sakimaru Yanagiba is somewhat the opposite of shibui. Shibui is a Japanese word which is used for objects and things that seem very plain but possesses great beauty. The Japanese aesthetic of shibui draws upon silent, subtle and unobtrusive qualities. A person, a performance or an object can be considered shibui. Each are authentic and appealing without the need for decoration. This is the shibui ideal. You can say about this knife whatever you want, but it is not shibui. By the way, this is just one example of many beautiful words that only exists in the Japanese language, like ikigai. It describes the reason for being, the reason for why you get up in the morning. I, for one, feel blessed that I found at least one ikigai in my life, which is cooking food for people. But there are more beautiful Japanese words that, only in Japan they can come up with these words. Like shinrin-yoku. You know, that moment you walk through a forest and you're soaking it all in and suddenly feel deeply connected to nature? I think I experienced this same feeling when I was hiking through the fjords in Norway, or was spending a week with a Bedouin tribe in the Sinai desert in Egypt. Then, of course, very relevant for me as a chef, itadakimasu. It means I humbly receive. It captures appreciation for the work that went into preparing a meal. And believe me, there is a lot of work that always goes into preparing a meal. Then another word, yugen. A word that describes a deep emotional awareness when triggered by being aware of the universe. When I was in the Sinai desert, sleeping outside in the open, underneath the night sky, I definitely experienced a yugen moment. When you lay on your back and see pretty much the whole Milky Way with your own naked eyes. Yeah, a deep emotional awareness was triggered. I felt very humble, very insignificant on this pale little blue dot, as Carl Sagan would say. Anyway, Japanese people, culture and language are cool. You get the point. Back to the knife. With this knife, Nigara is like, fuck that whole shibui thing. Let's make something very not shibui. I truly believe that they should be the only ones who get to decide how too far they can go. But did they go too far though? Did they literally make a knife that embodies the opposite of the concept of shibui? Does this knife seem to possess great beauty, but is therefore very plain? You know what I'm saying? You decide for yourself. I must admit, I kinda like that Mountain Fuji Troll Killer Damascus combo a little bit better because of this Sakimaru Yanagiba. I would never ever spend the money on a gyuto because it just doesn't work for me on a gyuto, and I can imagine it wouldn't work for me on any other type of blade, shape of blade other than a Yanagiba, or in this case this beautiful Sakimaru Yanagiba. I don't know, it's still a bit much to me, maybe still a little bit too much, but it's starting to grow on me. They kind of get away with it on this Yanagiba, on this Sakimaru Yanagiba. I also like how this Damascus pattern continues on the Ura side of the blade, on the back side of the blade. It's a nice little touch, detail. You definitely don't see this on a lot of back sides of Yanagibas. Kanji also placed on top of this Damascus. Also on the spine of the blade you can see this beautiful Damascus. The spine is nice and thick, as it's supposed to be on a Yanagiba. Tapers down a little bit towards that beautiful samurai tip. Look at this beautiful tip on the knife. I mean, come on. That is just so fucking sexy. This is like literally a samurai sword for use in the kitchen. The handle again, like most Nigara knives, are really nice, standard out of the box, made of really nice dark ebony wood, nickel spacers and buffalo horn ferrule. It feels nice in the hand, it's octagons, it doesn't steal the blade's thunder. Yeah, I'm here, but look at the blade, not me. What else do you expect from a handle on a knife like this? Nothing bad to say about the handle. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna chill with my cat.